Starting.
Map number 2 of the WCA 2014 Consolation Final. Fly with his back against the wall. He has to win this map or he's out of the tournament with a rank 3. And Yumiko, of course, if he wins this game, then he will play the overall final against Infi. And he was so confident. He said, "Oh, I'm not sure if I can beat Fly, but if I can beat Fly, I'm definitely gonna beat Infi tomorrow."
I'd also like to see what he's going to be playing like if he feels so confident. But there's still 1 or 2 maps to be played, and we're on the first one. It's on Death Road, as we said before. Last time these two met, and that was yesterday, both of them went for the archers immediately. Yeah. That time Yumiko lost. What's he going to be doing differently this time around?
I don't know. I think they will do the same thing all over again. Especially, you have to get the archers immediately. There is no other choice.
Yeah, I think so too. They're just way too strong. Get the archers, get the expansion, harass, expand yourself, yeah, maybe.
Exactly. No. Okay, Blade Master, of course, no Farseer here. Yumiko, of course, once again with a fast build on the altar. So he will be able to get these archers a bit earlier. Maybe that gives him the time to run over to your opponent and harass them a bit.
And I think that's the way he's gonna go, because that seemed to pay off well last game. Trying to be more disruptive and not focus too much on your own leveling. But Fly is now the one who needs to adapt, who needs to change up something. Yes. If it's only playing more concentrated.
He was always known for crazy early games. Sometimes his stuff is just so good and he wins games in the early game, or like on the last map, he just does a big mistake and loses the game because of it. So let's see how the early game goes.
Alright, and of course immediately onto the skeletal archers. By the way, the same as yesterday, perfect scouting by the peon. He has the timing down, tries to go for the last hit, doesn't get it unfortunately on the water elemental. Now Rune of Rebirth number 2 gonna be used, and yep, there you see him, both of the archers. If you haven't seen Death Road before, this is very special about this map. There's 2 archers here, as you've heard already, and if you kill him, there comes a rune, and if you use that rune, you get that unit. And both of them are immediately trying to secure themselves some undead archers. They are very, very, very good on tier 1. Tier 2 still, but of course quite a bit worse than they are on tier 1, excuse me.
Yeah, I think the Blade Master especially will try to focus them down very early on. Oh, he tanks a lot here. For example, use Windwalk, especially for these 2 skeletons. But the Archmage is going to do the same with his Water Elemental, so who kills the other guy's archers earlier will have a huge advantage here.
I think having this kind of passive of an early game is actually good for Fly.
Yeah.
He seems to be thriving when his Blade Master is on level 2 early and possibly even on level 3 early. And now both players are going to be heading towards their opponent's base. But I believe Yumiko is a little bit faster, and of course the thing is, burrows are a lot more vulnerable than anything that is inside the human base. He's probably waiting for the boots right here and then gonna head over.
Yeah,
so
exactly
Fly is once more forfeiting the boots. Last game he got him quickly. That did not win him the game, however, as we of course recall. And I think he's sensing this. Oh, by the way, weight gate being used. Gateway, weight gate, nonsense. Gateway. And now Fly, I think... Oh, nice scouting by the Grunt, by the way. Now, question is he going to be expanding right away, trying to creep that camp, or trying to harass? And it's against so much stuff from Yumiko. Jesus Christ, that's about 10 militia, or maybe 9. And here comes the Blade Master with the Scroll of Speed. He's going to go onto the archers immediately. Gets the first one for free, basically. Does he? Nah, almost. One more hit from... Does he get the last hit? I didn't see. I think he did. He got a lot of XP, kills 1 archer. The second one probably soon to follow. There's only 1 more Windwalk on the blade. He needs to be really careful.
Losing a Grunt here, that's very huge, because usually you don't want that. It's a lot of experience, and it costs 200 gold.
Surround almost onto the blade. He is surrounded. No, he's not. Just barely getting out of there. and he wants that freaking archer. The critical strike finishes him off.
Very early level 3 for Fly here.
He needs to heal up now, though. Oh, Pendant of Energy, by the way, on the Archmage. He still has quite a bit of mana left. Level 3 also reached for him. So the defense should be fairly easy right now. The Blade needs to take a bit of time to heal himself back up again. And also probably wants some boots of speed. And Fly is not doing what he did last time. He's not expanding right now. I think last time he crept his own spot before heading down here. But he doesn't have that option right now.
Fly saved both of his archers, and there is mana for a Windwalk, so no worries about this Blade Master here. There's a shop. Fly did that last time as well, so he can always keep pressuring the expansion, fall back to the shop, heal, regen again, and then harass again.
Exactly. And he did heal up on his Blade, he did heal up on his units, and this is where he wants to deal a lot of damage. With 2 archers against 0 archers, he should have a window of opportunity right this very second. He's going for the Archmage, which of course has the boots of speed, and it's a very, very, very essential item. He's going for the footmen right now, focusing them down one by one, but that's also buying time for Yumiko. If the footman count will get too low, he will be calling militia to aid in this defense. Water elementals now being attacked. Of course, that's what Yumiko can be very happy with, because they will expire soon anyways. He just wants to get some time here to have more peasants, to have more militia, to have more towers. And it seems like his expansion is secure for now, but the Shadowhunter is coming with a Hex that's added single hero focus or single target focus. But he's going for the expansion. He doesn't want to rely on damaging too much. He wants to expand himself.
It worked well yesterday, so why not do it? Why not do it again? But the peon, is getting back here.
That's so risky. Does he have enough lumber? No, he doesn't have enough lumber.
Okay.
That's the reason. Maybe mismanagement of lumber. Maybe the war mill was quite a bit too late. And Yumiko is already in position in case there was an expansion, which there isn't yet. So I guess because there isn't, he's just retreating right away. Blade still no boots of speed.
Both players know each other so well. You see that Yumiko was exactly very close by if there would have been an expansion.
Fairly soon, fairly quick attack for Yumiko, not too fast though, and more towers coming up at its expansion, wanting to defend that base, of course. Now I think the peon is walking over to create the expansion, or is it? Yeah, that's the peon. Alright, now he should be running around that area of the map where his expansion is gonna be and scout with the Blade Master all the time. He was in the main base. I don't know what he was doing right there. By the way, Shadowhunter, please don't die. He has Fairy Fire on himself. Does he have a speed scroll to run out of there? No, he doesn't, but he has a Potion of Greater Mana. That's nice. Blade is coming in, but Shadowhunter is really, really low on hit points, but he still does have the 2 archers, and they are really, really strong, as we've mentioned 1,000 times. But this expo is definitely going to be cancelled. Nothing he can do about it, but it's not too much time wasted because it's not been created so long ago.
Oh, well, there's only 2 footmen left, but yeah, the damage output of the Water Elemental is just too high. Maybe he can put up some pressure on the Shadowhunter here.
Archmage doesn't even dare to get close. He's afraid of hero focus, so he's just summoning water elementals here and there and trying to delay the expansion that way, and working well so far. And the Human Expo is up and running, and the Orc Expo takes forever to create. It will demand a lot of perfect positioning to avoid these water elementals from destroying it, maybe even, I don't know, hexing them. I don't even know if you can hex elementals. Well, he hexes the footman, so I guess you can't hex elementals. I should know that, but I don't. Expo cancelled again, level 3 now for the Shadowhunter, because of all the footmen that have been fed, basically, but they did not give their life in vain. By the way, again, Witch Doctor, which we also saw yesterday, just to place some wards here and there. And alright, now there's a Raider with Ensnare. The Archmage has to be even more careful, and now also keeping water elementals away is more easy. So now this is, I feel, the time the expansion has to come up. It cannot be delayed any further, I don't think. If it gets delayed any further, the timing of Yumiko at tier 2 with 80 supply casters is going to be too devastating. And right now, invisibility.
Very early Tome of Retraining.
Alright, maybe he's gonna summon one water elemental and then skill Blizzard and then use both, and I think, oh, that's
It's
so...
not possible.
No, use one elemental and then use Tome and then skill Blizzard. That's possible.
You can't reskill if there's a water elemental on the field.
You sure?
Yeah.
That sounds weird. You sure?
Yeah. So there is a water elemental now, and he's just waiting until the orc gets further away.
Maybe he's figuring out what I just figured out. With your help. Archmage, I'm looking at the minimap, has not made his way over there yet. Now he's going for the expansion.
More creeping now. Okay, second water elemental. He was waiting for that.
That's
To have a huge damage output right on time here.
that should be enough.
I think so too. This is horrible for Fly, but the hero levels are great. Maybe he's able to pick up that Archmage. There is a town port, but with hacks and some damage output, the Expo is down for the third time here on Death Road.
And Yumiko definitely studied up on Fly. He knows what he's doing, and he's doing it perfectly, basically. Poor Fly, there's nothing is going his way right now.
Well, the hero levels are great. Maybe in the first fight he can pick up the Archmage or the upcoming Mountain King, so the Mountain King doesn't get level 3 early on. And I think that should be the key to Fly's play, except of course getting the expansion up.
To be fair, oh, the Archmage is at it again. Yeah, that Expo is gonna be cancelled again, and I think Fly is just getting impatient right now, and that's one weakness we have seen from him before. Yep, Expo gets cancelled for the 4th time.
Yeah.
Really frustrating. Even the
And now
peon
the
gets
peon
killed.
died, so Yumiko buys himself even more time because the peon has to walk all the way over there, and peons are not Usain Bolts.
By the way, what he could have done, that's a big could, is leave one sentry ward next to his Great Hall and a Raider and the Blade Master, so that as soon as he sees the Invis Archmage, he can end snare and force him to TP out.
Yeah, probably.
But it's a big if. Like, when are you actually gonna do that?
3 Arcane Sanctums and very early Workshop.
And he's gonna start banking money very soon. And after that, the push of 70 supply with a lot of units is gonna come. And Yumiko is again trying to kill the expansion. He will gladly trade a TP for a cancellation once again.
Scroll of Healing and a bigger potion of healing for the Blade Master, so that's a good inventory over there.
Shadowhunter also almost level 4 and also with a greater mana potion, so that's obviously a very good item. Please don't lose that Raider to creeps, buddy. Nope, he won't. Archmage.
The Archmage is luring there.
Ready and waiting. What's he gonna get from this creep? Ring +2? Well,
I think he's
not the
just
best.
afraid of Hex and Ensnare. That's why he's not going in there.
but I don't think he can die during the hex, so maybe a little too careful right now, but maybe he also thinks he doesn't need to cancel it any longer.
Well, he has vision now with the gyrocopter, so he knows exactly what to do and what not to do.
Yeah, 2 water elementals are a lot of damage output. The Great Hall can basically be at 80% and you can still cancel it.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go up there onto the high ground again, summon a water elemental, wait for the cooldown and go in again. And Fly, once that happens, will be so annoyed, I'm pretty sure of it. And it's looking like this game is slipping out of his hands. He has amazing vision with all the sentries, but the Archmage is already past those. And yeah, he's going for the Expo again, and there's no way of saving it.
For the 5th time now, Fly is losing his upcoming expansion, and Fly itself, he does no damage to Yumiko. He's just gathering gold and building up an army. The only bad thing is his hero levels right now at 3 and 1. That's not good compared to 4-4, obviously. But the only thing Fly can do is creeping now. He cannot attack the expansion because there are too many towers. He cannot expect the main base
3.
because there are too many towers. And now we are at tier 3.
By the way, something Fly could have done is take to tier 3 himself and get a there it is.
There he has
A tiny Great Hall. So alright, he is at 64 supply already, so he has not at too much of a supply disadvantage, and his Shadowhunter obviously is crazy stacked in terms of experience. He's almost, well, not almost, but he's somewhat close to level 5. And he has amazing items, greater mana, greater healing also on the blade. He needs another invulnerability, I feel.
2 bigger potions of mana and 2 bigger potions of healing. Insane amount of potions here.
Oh, you're right. Also a greater mana on the blade.
So the expansion is up. It costs 680 something gold, but it's definitely worth it now.
I want to see Fly creating units right now, because the timing is gonna come from Yumiko.
He definitely is pushing here. 67 supply for him. And more creeping.
Is this gonna be level 5 for the Shadow Hunter?
I don't think so.
He should move the blade away, I feel. It's so important. What's that item? Whoa! Best item in the game. Scroll of Restoration. Well, that's certainly gonna help in the fight. And he also scouts out the incoming push. And this is what he has to defend.
It's totally impossible that Fly wins the next fight with these items on his hero.
You mean that he loses with these items?
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, though, his Blade Master again is weak. It seems to be Fly's curse, never ever.
Oh, Yumiko's towering again, creating the choke here again.
A lot of towers and the Blizzard.
And especially with Blizzard, what a great choice to create this choke here with the towers. Absolutely magnificent play by Yumiko. His mortar teams are doing so much damage. Huge AoE by Yumiko. Everything is dying here. Where's the next heal wave? The Blade Master can't come through here. Now there's mana for a Windwalk. Maybe he can create some trouble in the caster lines.
The fragmentation shots also from the mortar teams are crazy. The Scroll of Restoration has been used. Everything's basically back to full health again. But the army, I don't feel, is big enough. Everything's slowed. Everything's being kited. Look at the inner fire. Even the peasants have it. The buff and Yumiko's up to high upkeep. This expansion may have just been too late, it seems like. Even though Fly has big heroes, his army is just not big enough, but he's trying to go in. I think he should try to go for the hero kill, but the blade doesn't have any damage effect on himself. He does have some more potions, so maybe he can work with those. Some more towers being created very, very offensively, but the mortar teams are doing crazy damage. Now onto the paladin he goes, and I think that one's easy toast. Yup, that one's dead. So maybe now he has a chance to slice through the army with the Blade Master.
77 supply for Fly, 78 for Yumiko. He lost a lot in the last seconds of the battle, but he's building that towers again. He tries his best. Where's the next Blizzard? That's a perfect situation now. Okay, he doesn't do it. The Blade Master is in Windwalk again. He's probably going for the Archmage. Yes, he does. There's no Hex upcoming, but there's an Invul Potion, but Invul Potion on the Archmage as well.
Alright, next heal wave coming through, healing everything back. The Blade needs to be careful. Blade needs to be careful right now. Bolt focus can be devastating. He has no Spirit Link on him, but he heals himself. I think it was a potion, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it was a heal wave. And he may be just fighting this back with 2 Demolishers, by the way, to have a lot of range. And he still has that archer, but I don't think it's going to be for long. Now, finally, a Blizzard. Where was this skill all this time, I wonder? Well, he's using it now, so I guess that's something. One tower being constructed here is finished very offensively. And another heal wave will probably come soon. Yep, there it is. But that's, I think, the second greater healing mana potion being used. Maybe now onto the Mountain King in a bad position. He can't be ensnared, but ensnare comes too late. And look at the Ivory Tower blocking him.
Yumiko is just doing so great, and now everything is red. The next Blizzard could kill anything here. He blocked his Mountain King with an Ivory Tower, so the Blade Master was not able to reach him. What a genius move.
I think Fly was a little slow on that though, but look at his army, as you're saying. There are heal waves and there are scrolls of healing, but they are not there forever. The Blizzard is doing tremendous damage to the entire army basically, and Fly, I think, has to forfeit this expansion right now. Level 4 only now on the Archmage. His hero levels are actually kind of catastrophic, but his army is magnificent, and so was his positioning. So Fly with the hero advantage, losing that fight to the economy advantage.
Once again, and he even loses his expansion once again for the 6th time in this game. And Yumiko, if he wants to, he could set up an expansion of his own. It's very secure with the towers now. He's on 79 food. He has 500 gold. He has well-leveled heroes. Okay, it's not that good, but it's still enough. And he's crawling further and further to Fly's main base.
And Fly had to go all the way down to his one shop He only has one, so now he's starting to heal up again. Well, heal wave. Whoa, that's actually a lot of healing, as it of course is a level 3 heal wave, but he's low on mana. With that clarity and the next one, that's maybe 3 heal waves in total. That's not enough to deal with all of this human army. He's trying to go in. Nevertheless, though, catapults should maybe start shooting at the casters. I feel like he's only been shooting at the towers. Blade Master has another greater healing in his inventory. Use it right now. Clap, Blizzard, combo with the mortar teams to follow that up. And look at the damage. The Mountain King standing in the middle gets stabbed home. Not even that kill is what he grants him, and that's enough. That's GG. Fly is out. Yumiko's at the grand final of WCA 2014 against Infi.
Fly had no chance on both maps. Yumiko was so great. Yumiko just adapted perfectly.
Yumiko played, I think, perfectly on map 2. Map 1 was Fly's fault. Map 1 was Fly's fault.
Yeah, the 2 Blade Masterlots, of course. But on Death Road, what could Fly have done better? He could have protected his expansion with the Blade Master, but then he would have been down in experience and not been able to creep. So what Yumiko does with this Ivory Towers and with the towers in general, creating small chokes, that's once again a new addition to the human playstyle, and it's absolutely gorgeous against Orc.
I think one option would have been like when he was harassing the expansion, the first expansion of Yumiko. He was focusing a lot on footmen and water elementals. Maybe that was the wrong decision. Maybe he should have gone for either the Archmage, but he had boots and he was always very well positioned, or for the peasants. I think killing the footmen and killing the water elementals was not the best decision. Yesterday, when he dominated Yumi in the early game, and because of that domination, he was not able to cancel the expansion at all. This time it was 4 times. And if he realizes after that, alright, he's going to be canceling my expansion again, maybe he should just tech really quickly, so he gets that pocket expansion really quickly. I mean, his heroes were strong enough, his army was strong enough for a long time to be defending, even though he had, even if he had tagged 2 tier 3, but he didn't do it. He made it kind of close, but Yumiko really played magnificently. Nothing else you can say.